Hey everyone, it's Calvin, also known as Rowan. This is Undertale, and this is my first ever playthrough of Undertale. And I'm back here in the waterfall because I did get a few suggestions to go back to the house near Napstaluk. Is that how you pronounce the name? Again, I know the character, but sometimes the names, I mispronounce names in this game all the time. Is it this house or is it the house up here? It might be this house up here, which makes more sense because now the house makes sense because this would be... This looks exactly like Undyne. Hello, Papyrus, how you doing?
Oh, the human arrives. Are you ready to hang out with Undyne? I have a plan to make you two great friends.
So Papyrus like really wants us to like all to become friends, which I do appreciate.
Okay, stand behind me.
Psst. Make sure to give her this.
Give her what?
She loves these.
Okay, I will. The music just stops.
Hi, Papyrus. Ready for your extra private one-on-one training?
You bet I am, and I brought a friend.
Hi, I think we have. The look, the eye turns to Papyrus. Why don't you two come in? So there's clearly like an attitude change here as well, but also seeing Undyne without the armor on is like such a cool moment. Like so cool with the big sword.
Here, Undyne, my friend brought a gift for you, on their own.
Thanks. I'll, put it with the others. Does she even like those? Oh, see, the thing is, I do think that this character is kind of like incredibly nice to the monsters. So probably thinks that like, is probably pretending they like those bones, probably.
Whoopsie doopsie, I just remembered. I have to go to the bathroom. You two have fun.
Oh no, don't. Stop. The funny thing about this is that like, it was already funny because like, that's like what, I don't know if you've ever had like a friend who like, you're trying to talk to someone you like or something, or two people clearly like each other in some way. And not that this is that situation, but then that friend's like, Jesus, I forgot I have to like pick up Mark at the dentist. And you're like, what? And then like, yeah, you two stay here, I'll be back soon. And like, they just leave and then you're just there like with the person like, so, do you like the weather? You know, I don't know, it was already funny, but then he just jumps through a window. So why are you here? Really props to this game for letting us see this character in a very vulnerable moment. And by the way, guys, my moderator removes quite a few spoilers. In fact, removes comments like every single video, the person I got to moderate this. But I will say as well at the same time, like also, sometimes they will be like, hey, like, this isn't a spoiler, but like at this point you're so far into like doing this pacifist route that you probably should just like take this spoiler-free kind of like indication of like where you might go. You know what I mean? And this is the first time I've actually taken one of these. So before people be like, oh, look, Calvin, like you're taking too much, you know, spoiler stuff from other people. I literally record like 5 episodes ahead. It's almost impossible for people to give me spoilers at this point. It's possible, but it's also impossible if you get what I'm saying. So why are you here? To rob you of victory in my face? Not at all. To humiliate me even further? Is that it? This is really awesome that we're getting to see such a vulnerable side of this character. And just vulnerable because they don't have the armor on. I'm not saying that they're any less tough. No, it's not it at all. Then why are you here? Wait, I get it. You think that I'm going to be friends with you, huh? Right. Never with you. Yes, let's be friends. Really? How delightful. I accept. Let's all frolic in the fields of friendship. Wow. Oh, not. Why would I ever be friends with you? If you weren't my house guest, I'd beat you up right now. You're the enemy of everyone's hopes and dreams. I will never be your friend. Now get out of my house. Papyrus is back.
Dang, what a shame. I thought Undyne could be friends with you, but I guess I overestimated her.
Oh.
She's just not up to the challenge. Challenge?
What? Papyrus, wait a second. Darn it. He thinks I can't be friends with you? Oh, this is great. So we're learning more about her character as well. I can make friends with a wimpy loser like you any day. I'll show him. Listen up, human. We're not just going to be friends. We're going to be
besties. I'll make you like me so much, you won't be able to think of anyone else. It's the perfect revenge. Why don't you have a seat?
Okay, this is great. Like, that's what I'm talking about. I talked about before, like, the little things that make characters amazing. We now know that she will accept any challenge. Sit down and progress? Yes. Comfortable? I'll get you something to drink. Is this just like a mini game where we're like becoming friends with Undyne? Going from the scariest character in the world. What would you like? If you have tea, I'll take tea. Hey, don't get up. You're the guest. Sit down and enjoy yours. No. Why not just point out what you want? You can use the spear. Okay, so aim with this. So what is that? That looks like tea. Soda, sickly yellow liquid. Sugar goes in tea. Sugar goes in tea. Okay. Hot chocolate, green cell. Hot chocolate's nice though. Tea box, blatantly correct choice. Tea, huh? Coming right up. I drink like 4 cups of tea every day, guys. 4 heaping mugs of tea every day, so this is definitely me.
I'll take a moment for the water to boil.
I drink so much tea that my grandmother one year bought me like a really cool like stove kettle. Even though I have an electric kettle, she was like, you'll love this. And I did. I use it like during the winter a lot. Here we are, the broken table. Careful, it's hot. It's not that hot, just drink it already. You take a sip of the tea, it's burning. But other than that, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, right?
Nothing but the best for my absolutely precious friend.
I want to tone down, I keep going to it just because it's the way that the facial expressions are. I want to tone down the evil in my voice sometimes with this character because I feel like as we progress forward, this character has become more and more like, not regular, regular's a really bad way to put it, but like less evil.
You know, it's kind of strange you chose that tea. Golden flower tea? That's Asgore's favorite kind. Actually, now that I think about it, you kind of remind me of him. You're both total weenies. Sort of. You know, I was pretty hot-headed kid. Once to prove I was the strongest, I tried to fight Asgore. Emphasis on tried. I couldn't land a single blow on him. And worse, the whole time, he refused to fight back. I was so humiliated. Afterwards, he apologized and said something goofy. "Excuse me, do you want to know how to beat me?" I said yes, and from then on, he trained me. One day, during practice, I finally knocked him down. I felt bad, but he was beaming. I'd never seen someone more proud to get their butt kicked. Anyway, long story short, he kept training me. And now I'm the head of the Royal Guard. So I'm the one who gets to train dorks to fight. Like, Papyrus. Papyrus isn't a dork. Papyrus is the coolest person in all the world. But, to be honest, I don't know if I can ever let Papyrus into the Royal Guard. Don't tell him I said... Let him down gently then, Jesus. He's just, well... I mean, it's not that he's weak. He's actually pretty freaking tough. It's just that he's too innocent and nice. That is pretty true. That is a pretty factual statement. I mean, look, he was supposed to capture you, and he ended up being friends with you instead. I could never send him into battle. He'd get ripped into little smiling shreds. That is, again, I do see that point as well, where, like, Papyrus is fighting, and starts to feel bad halfway through the battle, you know? That's part of why I started teaching him how to cook, you know? So, maybe he can do something else with his life. That's incredibly sweet. Oh, sorry. I was talking for so long. You're out of tea, aren't you? I'll get you some more. Wait a second. Papyrus, his cooking lesson. He was supposed to have that right now. And if he's not here to have it, you'll have to have it for him.
Where we're getting a cooking lesson? Okay, let's do it. I'm totally here for this. Okay, you don't have to do that.
Nothing has brought Papyrus and I closer than cooking, which means that if I give you this lesson, we'll become closer than you can ever imagine. Afraid? We're going to be best friends.
Okay, yeah. Let's start with the sauce. So we have tomatoes, we have like a banana? Envision these vegetables as your greatest enemy.
Now, pound them to dust with your fists.
How will you pound? Strong, wimpy, strong. You punch the vegetables full force, you knock over a tomato.
Yeah, yeah.
Our hearts are uniting against these healthy ingredients. Now it's my turn. Oh my god. You want to get that like the root part of it out of the tomato? We could, we can make really good. Oh, it looks like blood all over our faces. We'll just scrape this into the bowl later. But for now,
we add the noodles. Homemade noodles are the best,
but I just buy store brand. Why not? Like, why not? Who cares? They're the cheapest. I love a frugal person. Undyne, maybe we could be friends. I love a person who knows how to save money like that. Great. Just put them in the pot. How will you put them in? Fiercely, careful, careful. You place the noodles in them one at a time. They clank against the empty bottom. Nice.
All right, now it's time to stir the pasta. As a general rule of thumb, the more you stir... Wait,
do people in other countries call pasta noodles? Is that a thing? Or noodles pasta? Because we never call it that over here. Like never. Like pasta is a completely different thing to noodles. It's also it's like in a different section even in the supermarket, you know?
As a general rule of thumb, the more you stir, the better it is. Ready? Let's do it.
So, stir harder. Harder. Okay, I'm doing it. Harder. Oh, let me do it. Okay, that's hardly stirring. I think you damaged the pot. That's the stuff.
All right, now for the final step. Turn up the heat. Let the stovetop symbolize your passion. Let your hopes and dreams turn into burning fire. Ready? Don't hold anything back.
This is not a good idea. No, this is not a good idea. This is a bad idea. It should not even go around like this, please. This is a really bad idea. Wait, that's... I tried... Ah. Man, no wonder Papyrus sucks at cooking. So what's next? Scrapbooking? Friendship bracelets? Oh, who am I kidding? I really screwed this up, didn't I? I can't force you to like me, human. Believe it or not, if you watched my videos at all on Undyne, you'd know that I have fallen for your character 3 episodes before this, maybe 4. Some people just don't get along with each other. I understand if you feel that way about me. And if you can't be friends, that's okay. Because if we're not friends, it means I can destroy you without regret. No, we're friends. Wait, there's another battle? I've been defeated. My house is in shambles. I even failed to befriend you. That's it. I don't care if you're my guests anymore. One final rematch, all out on both sides. It's the only way I can regain my lost pride. Now come on, hit me with all you've got. Undyne is then you make the first move. A fake attack. Should we do a fake attack? You pretend to swing it Undyne with all your might.
What? That's the best you can manage? Even attacking at full force? You just can't muster any intent to hurt me. It's true.
You know what? I love the idea of of Undyne using I don't actually want to hurt you either. Really awesome design, especially without the armor as well. At first I hated your stupid Sasharine stick. The way you hit me right now, it remind me of someone I used to train with. Now I know you aren't just some wimpy loser. You're a wimpy loser with a big heart. That's true. Just like him. Listen, human. It seems that you and Asgore are fated to fight. But knowing him, he probably doesn't want to. Talk to him. I'm sure you can persuade him to let you go home. Eventually. Some mean human will fall down here.
and I'll take their soul instead. And I'll help. Well, I won't be here to help, but I'll condone it. That makes sense, right? And if you do hurt Asgore, I'll take the human soul, cross the barrier, and beat the hell out of you. That's what friends are for, right? Now let's get the hell out of this flaming house. Unbelievably cool section of this game. Well, that was fun, huh? We'll have to hang out again another time. But, somewhere else, I guess. In the meantime, I guess I'll go hang out with Papyrus. So if you need me, drop by Snowdin, okay? Oh, and if you ever need help, just give Papyrus a ring, okay? Since we're in the same spot, I'll be able to talk to you too. Oh, we have a new phone call, or contact now. Well, see you later, punk.
I love that, like, after every interaction, Mako's just like, he's just like, 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 and it's every time it's like talking to him, like, just turns to the side. I love that, like, we came here and within like 10 minutes, this whole place is burning down. Sounds like only fire lives here now. Yep, great way to put it. A few things about this interaction that was honestly super fantastic. First of all, the fact, again, like, Undyne brought up their some part of their backstory of how they were trained with Asgore and how much Asgore means to them. But was there tears coming out of the house? That's horrible. But like, what's cool about her bringing up her past like that is because, again, it's not something that's just out of the blue. Like, it's not just something like, here's my tragic backstory, and that's why you must sympathize. They have given us clear clues throughout the entire game as to this person is not as bad as we think they are. Not only that, but Papyrus let us know that this character clearly has a background of never backing down from a challenge. So when we heard that they loved the idea of challenging Asgore, it wasn't like this thing where it's like, wow, what a revelation. It's like, it just adds to the stuff that we already know. And to me, that's how you do backstory reveals. It's not just like, hey, surprise, you got tricked. This character's different from you thought they were. It's, well, you got all the clues. If you feel different about them now, that's great. And to me, that's just like good writing. That's good writing. And just like that, not this way, the other way. And just like that, I'm going to head back to Snowdin. Because I want to. Because you said, come check us out in Snowdin. We might as well try. Snowdin, why not? And there goes the dog. I love the interaction. I also just love that, like, you know, having a character that is so scary and was terrifying for most of this game, all of a sudden, I'm like, you know, not only treating them as a friend, but I want what's best for them. I kind of care about them. You get to see them in this more vulnerable state. It's just like such a great fast travel system, by the way. It's such a fantastic way of doing this. It's such an amazing way of doing this. I love it. Library's still intact. Great. Oh, there they are. Great. That's awesome.
Hey, punk. What's up? Papyrus, how can you stand this cold? I have no skin.
So why don't we stand in Grillby's instead?
Because I hate grease.
But you don't have a stomach.
No, but I have standards.
These should be a comedy duo. This is like I don't know, Pat Shorten O'Driscoll, like, you know, it's freaking like great.
I'm so glad you and Undyne are friends now. You two go together like pasta and burning.
I just realized that's why Undyne, that's why Papyrus is so bad at cooking, because the teacher is horrible too. Well, that's just the way it goes. My grandma taught me how to cook, for the most part. Whenever I would go to her house every Wednesday when I was younger, I would be very curious about cooking, and she would let me, like, hover over her shoulder. Well, you know, at the time it wasn't over her shoulder. She was taller than me. I eventually did get way taller than her. But, like, just looking at her cook everything, you know, the first thing she taught me how to cook was when I was very young, was, like, just scrambled eggs. And it's, like, the way she cooked it, like, is the exact way I cook it today. I remember then, like, sorry for doing the side story, but I remember then, she came over to the house, like, years later. This is when I was much younger as well. She came over and I was, like, making, like, food, and, like, she was like, oh my god, you're making this in the exact way I told you to make it. And I'm like, yeah, like, why wouldn't I? Like, why would I shun your advice, you know? It takes a good, I'm not saying I'm good at cooking, but, like, Papyrus, I'll introduce you to my granny. Okay.
I'm so glad you.
Yeah, okay, so it's still the, yeah, okay, so that's the only interaction we're gonna get between the two of them. Let's see if Sans is doing anything. So the bones are something Papyrus likes himself.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, now that we've done that, we're pretty much like, you know, still going like forward. I didn't realize that, by the way, that was like,
like, I didn't realize, I guess that was, like, the whole, like... And here's the thing, there's gonna be, like, so many things that I, like, again, like, I'm worried about missing. I'm not gonna say I'm missing because, like, I have found a lot of stuff I think that a lot of people probably don't, like, find, apparently. But, like, then there's some stuff where, like, you know, like, the stuff under the sink, or there's some stuff with this pacifist root stuff that, like, I probably will miss as well. Luckily, like, I generally, like... After today's episode, I won't be doing any more recordings, so we can chat about these in a non-spoilery fashion of stuff that I need to do going forward. Because like we're at this point anyway, where we've gone so far into this like, you know, game like and this route. And to be honest, at the start, it wasn't like this intentional thing where I was like, I'm going to do the pacifist route. It was like, you've given me the option to spare people. I'm going to freaking do it. And like, it's not, like, I always thought, like, it was a difficult thing, it was gonna be a difficult thing, I love this visual here, I always thought that was gonna be a difficult thing to do, because I heard about the different routes, like, it's impossible, that's the one thing I did hear about in this whole game, it's impossible to not hear about the different routes in this game, it's impossible when you're on the internet, and, like, I thought, like, oh man, there's no way you'd be able to find out about sparing people. At the beginning of this game, the character tells you, like, hey, here's how you spare people. Oh, it's the cooking show, so we have to go this way. So this is actually the way to go. I wonder which way, like, again, like, I don't know my way around this place, like, perfectly anyway, so... Here we go, okay. Yeah, it's, to me, like, it was actually easy. It was easy to find out about the sparing of people. In fact, it's, like, one of the worst, the first things that we learned. The first thing that we learned was, like, hey... Like, you can spare people in this game. Oh yeah, by the way, like, one of the things that just completely slipped my mind was when I was doing this game, I, like, completely forgot about, like, we did heat up, didn't we? I completely forgot about, like, the blue attacks with one of the characters and one of the enemies we fought in this game, which is so funny with Washua, because, like, it just completely slipped my mind. Even now, thinking about it, I'm like, did it have blue attacks? You know, but then people were saying, yeah, it did. Calvin, it for sure had blue attacks. You know what I mean? Oh, we're getting trounced by this. I think it's still... I think we still have to heat up, right? Yeah, we can spare them both at the same time, which is great. We did take a lot of damage there, but it's okay. Okay, here we go with this puzzle again. Which... You know, at the time when I did it the first time, was like really difficult for me. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's this, right? You do this, which actually, like, I can't believe, like, I didn't, like, see this in the first place. You go back like this, let it go here like this, and then go like that. Yeah, it's actually very simple. It's very simple now that you know what to do. Officer Status, my Mew Mew 2 review. Mew Mew Kissy Cutie 2 is neither kissy nor cutie. It's trash. 0 stars. Sounds like anime Twitter. There we go. There we go. There's a piece of cheese inside the compromised laser safe. The lasers have melted the edges of the cheese. It's stuck to the table. I kind of want to see this mouse. To be honest, I kind of want to see this mouse. So we have like a whole other area that we're going to be exploring here in the next one, guys. Honestly, like, you know, I've been having a fantastic time in this game, and I hope that, like, you know, you guys have been enjoying yourself watching this too. We got a lot of stuff coming on up in the year, and of course, always you can reach me in the comment section down below, or you can reach me on Discord or on Twitter in the description below, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye, and thank you so much.